for those of us who were in Albany on Monday, you know, we were there for a special reason. We were there to serve as advocates. And when you advocate for somebody, what you are is essentially their voice. And so what we were 600 voices that represented 1.4 million New Yorkers to the legislature to talk about the things that were most important to us when you look at law and what changes the legislation might do as a result of the budget. So there were two things that we were really arguing about before we got to all the good stuff. One was to protect the bad debt and charity care dollars, which I'm happy to say in the budgets we weren't cut. We were stable as we were from last year, but you never know. When somebody's got to find a couple of $100,000 here or a $500,000 there, you go to wherever the dollars are. So we were advocating to keep those dollars in the budget so that we could continue to provide services for those people who were uninsured. And then secondarily, there's a whole cadre of grant opportunities and contracts that many of our friends in our community have, and we've never had to compete with each other for them. There are things like HIV contracts, there are social service contracts, there are substance abuse contracts. There's like 80 some odd different things that are the governor would like to see them bundled and that block granted, which means we would then have to compete for this pool of money that the state would decide how they would want to give out. So we were very loud that we asked that not happen. But while we were there, two of our folks had an opportunity to speak to our local representatives. One was Dr. Avi Silber, and I can only tell you he did us extraordinarily proud. What he was able to do was take the medicine that he used to provide on Park Avenue, the best medicine that money could buy, and draw the line and the dots to this health center that said, we do the exact same medicine here, the best money could buy for everybody who walks through the door, regardless of their ability to pay for it. So he was able to really validate what he used to do with what we do. And then Tracy Lucas was able to come up and talk about the core, the heart of our business, how we deliver services with compassion and care, and how we deliver services regardless whether a child might be disabled or not, and how we deliver services to a child or a family who might be undocumented in a language that they need to hear our diagnoses in. To be an advocate and to really move someone, the best way to do that is to speak from the heart. And I can tell you Tracy showed us her heart, and it was beautiful to see. So you were very well represented on Monday, and I'd ask that we all give a round of applause to those 7